everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Brittany. If you haven't subscribed yet, you probably should because I talk about geeky things, but sometimes I clean at the beginning, well, every year I clean at the beginning of the year, but sometimes I film it and show you guys the whole process and alienate my viewers because this is not why you subscribed. This week, we are going through my anime collection. My anime collection is a mess right now, mostly because I don't really maintain it anymore at all. I actually usually have this cradle, like this, my old crib when I was little, like the door piece that goes up and down in a crib. I have that blocking it most of the time because I blockade my puppy in certain parts of the unit from time to time, depending on how crazy he's being, because sometimes I don't want him anywhere near some stuff, so I really don't actually even look at it often anymore. If you guys don't know, anime has been really hard for me lately for the past several years, because about 10 years ago, I experienced incredible trauma surrounding anime in the anime community here on YouTube. And it took me almost 10 years to tell the story, but that story is currently available on my channel if you guys want to go back and look at it if you haven't seen it. I don't mention anybody by name because I don't want any more negativity coming my way, and if I did, they would just deny all the things that they said. They would just deny everything that happened to save face, because honestly, I'm owed a huge apology by some serious people. And I know I'm never gonna get it. That's fine. So the thought of going through my anime collection is really hard. This is a really hard thing to do because it used to be something that I was very passionate about, and because of people that have basically for years destroyed my life, I can't even sit down to really watch it anymore. I can watch some, but I can't really watch a ton of it anymore, and it is really unfortunate. There will be titles that I will be keeping because of the fact that either one, I can watch it still, or two, I'm hoping that one day I can overcome and go back to it. And if I never go back to it, I never go back to it, and that's okay. Just know this is a really hard one for me to do because I don't want to be reminded, and some of those titles will remind me of what happened back then. So if I cry, FYI, it's okay, but let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my anime collection, so here we go. So we have all of it right there, just like I've been doing. It's also really great because this means I get the opportunity to finally, you know, clean my shelves too. So this, kind of like it was last week with the movies, this is all just Gundam Wing. So these need to be dusted real bad. This is the original set that I bought when I was in high school, and I still have it, all the singles, because some of them are signed. It's like this. Simon Scott McNeil, Brad Swale. There's this one that Brad signed to. It's a little inside joke of ours that he signed. Dear Brad, hope you enjoy your con. If you guys don't know, I have known Brad for many, many years. And then Scott signed there. I think that's it. Oh no, Elise Ann Belay signed the one with Relina on the cover. So I do want to keep these. My dream of having all the boys sign the front of this is gone, but it is what it is. But I'm going to keep all these because this is so important to me. Gundam Wing in general, but specifically this set is so important to me, and I do want to have it in a place of honor when I move upstairs. And I have a plan. Gotta dust these. I have a plan, but not until I move upstairs. All right, let's get down to everything. There's so much Gundam. Okay, moving on. Let's start with this pile here. This is The Girl Who Left Through Time. I'm gonna keep this movie because I really like this movie a lot. I haven't watched it in a long time, obviously. I guess it's pretty safe to say I haven't watched any of these in a long time. So maybe I'll just keep it to what I have never finished and what I have never watched. Let's just keep it there. Oh, I always promised myself I would finish this show, Gilgamesh. My memory of this show was being ill. I watched it while I was sick in bed for like a couple of days, but I never decided to finish it. I don't know. I didn't like it very much. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. I don't think, even if I ever get back into anime, I don't think I'm ever actually gonna bring myself to finish this series. So, Ghost Stories Volume 2. I have another one because this is not the cover that I remember having. But I like Ghost Stories. Ghost Stories is really funny. It's Japanese, like the subtitle version, the original audio version, is basically like Scooby-Doo, but when they dubbed it, they basically just ad-libbed whatever they could. They had to keep certain things the same, but the cast basically just improvised everything, so keeping that. Galaxy Angel. My friend Michael signed one of my copies. Obviously neither one of these two, but Galaxy Angel, this is a really another funny show. I really like this one a lot. My friend Michael was in one episode, and if you look at Michael Coleman's like voice over thing, you'll see the character, this one character, it's from Galaxy Angel. I pulled it for him. I took a screenshot and I sent it to him so he could add it to his collage of anime characters that he's voiced. So if you ever see that, I gave him one of those characters. This is really hard for me to think about getting rid of because it is signed by both Vic Mignogna and Aaron Dismuke. This has trauma that isn't even related to what happened to me here on YouTube. I'm gonna get rid of it because I'm never gonna sit down and watch it again. I can't watch Fullmetal Alchemist. Even if I get back into anime, I probably would never watch Fullmetal Alchemist again. Because of a personal relationship situation, I'm just gonna get rid of it. Half Price Books is gonna have a signed copy that they can sell for lots of money and give me like 2 cents for. So here's the Fafner movie. I love Fafner. Here's the Ghost Stories cover I remember. And it's signed by Brittany Karabowski on the front because she's in the episode with the rabbit. And then Greg Ayres, who plays one of the main characters, signed the back. And he says, "Screw Mel Gibson, Jews rock, Leo, Greg Ayres." Because if I remember correctly, Leo is Jewish. I haven't watched Ghost Stories in a really long time, obviously. Gankotsuo. I've always wanted to sit down and watch Gankotsuo, so even though I haven't watched this one yet, I am going to keep it in hopes that one day, I will be able to watch anime again. Here are the other two. Galaxy Angel. Here's the one that Michael signed for me. His character is actually in this one, yeah, Deco Pizza. first episode of this disc he's in. Matter of fact, he saw it the day we met. We were hanging out and he saw this sitting in my bag and he was like, oh my God, I'm in that show. He's like, can I see it? And I was like, yeah. He's like, and he looks at it, he's like, I'm in this episode. Can I sign this? And I was like, absolutely. So that's how we became friends. Got so much Gundam, you guys. Here are 2 volumes of Gundam Unicorn. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep all my Gundam because Gundam is still something that I really treasure in my life. Here's Char's Counterattack, and here's Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam Complete Collection 1. I have all of Zeta, I think. Here's 8th MS Team, which don't come for me. 8th MS Team is not as good as you all say it is. And then here's Mobile Suit Gundam Collection 2. Here's Gundam 00 Season 1, or sorry, Season 2. And then this is Gundam 00 Season 1. Here's the first set of Mobile Suit Gundam and the movie for 00. This is Green Green. I got this out of a grab bag and I actually thought it was actually kind of a cute show. It's very fan servicey, but I thought it was really cute, but I'm never gonna watch it again. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. This is Inuyasha first season box set. I like Inuyasha, I'm gonna keep it. And no, I have not watched Yashahime, and no, I'm not going to watch Yashahime. People need to stop asking me if I've seen it and if I'm ever gonna see it. No, not gonna. I was going to, had every intention to watch Yashahime. But then I started hearing rumors that Sesshomaru and Rin got together when Rin got older, and I cannot support that. That is disgusting. When you raise a child, you don't eventually go, oh, that's a hot piece of ass later. Like, I don't like that. So I don't care if she is or isn't the mother of the children. I've heard that she is. I don't support that. I don't like it. And when I voiced that opinion before, I was trashed and abused yet again. The anime community is the worst. I hate it. So that's why I'm never going to talk about anime on this channel ever again, FYI. So no, I have not yet seen Yashahime. I'm not going to see Yashahime. I don't care how good it is. I don't care how incredible, or I don't care that Rumiko Takahashi was even somewhat involved in it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not going to see it. Anyway, moving on. Infinite Revias. I do like this show. I haven't watched it in a long time. Why do I say that? Because I haven't watched anime in a long time. Okay, moving on. Keeping that one. Here is Greenwood. This was boring as hell. Getting rid of it. Oh, this one's hard. Okay, so here's the dealio, right? I've been friends with Kyle Bear for a very, very long time. He's been on my channel, so I'm not like name dropping. I guess maybe I am. I have made voice actor friends over the years doing conventions and staffing conventions, blah, blah, blah. You know the drill. But I've been friends with Kyle Bear for a very long time. So I am very connected to this show because he loves this show. He loves that he was part of it. And it's a great show. I've never rewatched it. I tried once and I just couldn't get back into it. I'm gonna keep it because it is something that reminds me of my friend, so I do want to keep it. The more I keep shows that remind me of my friends, the more I feel like I could stomach at least looking at my collection again. So a lot of these are going to be ones that I'm keeping mostly because I have friends in them. Gundam is another example of that. I have friends in a lot of the Gundam dubs, so keeping this one. So my friend Kaio-chan sent me some volumes of G Gundam. I don't love G Gundam. I mean, I think the storyline is kind of interesting about like how they are trying to stop war from happening. I like that concept, but it's just a generic shonen kind of show. It's not my favorite thing in the entire world. So Kaio-chan, I love you for giving me these, and you are an incredible human and I love you. And I hope you're not offended by the fact that I'm going to get rid of these ones. The only Gundam thing I'm going to get rid of. And besides, if I were to ever collect G Gundam, I'd want to get the box set, not these singles. So that's the other reason. I'm going to grab this one. So I actually did buy anime relatively recently. I actually bought anime today. And you'll find out why in a second. There is a reason. But I do have... I think this is the complete collection of Rine. So if you guys don't know, obviously, I love Rumiko Takahashi, and I never did a haul video, and I was going to, but then my trauma was triggered and I just never did. But I like Rine. My cat is currently rubbing up against the tripod, so forgive it. Forgive the movement. So I did buy these over a year ago, but still bought these. I think Rine is actually the last anime I ever watched. Cyborg 009. I watched this in high school. So the funny story about this was I was really into Yu Yu Hakusho in high school, and they replaced Yu Yu Hakusho with this for a while, and I was pissed, but I actually fell in love with it. This is just like quite a few episodes, but it's not like the whole thing. I want the whole thing. Cowboy Bebop, I'm gonna keep that. This is something from high school. So generally if I got into it during high school, I actually have a better shot, or before, I have a better shot of watching it. If it's something I got into during my time in the anime community here on YouTube, it's a lot harder for me to get into. So this is something that I've watched since high school. This is Roberta's Blood Trail, and then I have the whole series right here. So Black Lagoon and Black Lagoon Second Barrage, Friend in the Dub, still a good show. And then I have Akame ga Kill, Friend in the Dub. This one I actually got relatively, actually Dylan got me this recently, because she's a more recent friend that I met through GeekCon. She plays Mine, Christina Kelly. She actually got married recently. Mine, the pink-haired girl. But she got married recently, so love you, Christina. Can't wait to see you again one day. I have Pokemon the Indigo League. I think I have the whole Indigo League. Not in this. This is just 3 volumes of it, but I think I have the whole thing. Now and then, here and there. This is one of my favorite shows, one of my favorite animes ever, so I'm gonna keep it. I do not have a friend in this stuff, but this is one of my favorite animes ever. This does bring back memories of the GeekCon girl, the first one, the one that introduced me to Sari. That one, because when I was finishing watching this one, she was finishing Fruits Basket. So she was in the living room, because we were living together at the time. She was in the living room laughing, and I was in my bedroom crying, because the end of this show is a lot. But this is such a good show. I like it a lot. And no, the look of it, it's not a mecha show. It's not, there is a mecha at the beginning of the show, and for some reason they used it on the cover. I don't know why. Like, they literally don't really use it much. I have the complete first season of Monster Rancher. This is my favorite monster anime. I technically have a friend in the dub. Well, and I say technically because, like, I watched it as a teenager, so it's really hard. And plus, like, the friend that's in that dub, I still have trouble admitting he's my friend because, like, he's so amazing. Anyway, I have Majestic Prince. Dylan sent me these a long time ago, and I promised Dylan I will watch them. Can't remember if he says it reminds him of Double O, if it reminds him of Fafner, but it reminds him of another mecha show. Kaku Renbo Hide and Seek. I do watch this every Halloween. So actually, this is probably the last anime I ever watched. I got to meet the director. No, he didn't direct it. Did he direct it? I don't remember. But he plays the main character for sure. Mike St. Nicholas. I got to meet him, and we talked about this for like an hour. We talked about it longer than it is. It's only 28 minutes long. Anyway, here's Inuyasha the Final Act, whole thing. 2 of the movies, Fire on the Mystic Island and Swords of an Honorable Ruler, so 3 and 4. I have a friend in this version of the dub. He died recently. Well, not recently, I guess. He died almost 3 years ago. It'll be 3 years ago this July. Dylan just got me Adventures on the Orange Islands because Tracy's my favorite character in Pokemon, and I don't know why. Nikki and I always just said he was just there. So I do want to sit down and watch this. I can watch Pokemon just fine. Pokemon I don't attribute to anime very often because I got into it well before I even understood what anime was. So that one I can still sit down and watch just fine. This I got from like a grab bag thing too. It's Pat Labor. I don't know. It's a movie. I feel like I should give it a try. I think I'm gonna keep it for now. I think I want to try and give it a try. And then I have Project Arms. I might get rid of my Project Arms this time around, but I might wait. Because I've just found out today that I can get the whole series for 60 bucks. I just didn't because I already bought something else. That I just didn't want to spend more money on this paycheck. So I might get that in the future and then get rid of these because I could get the whole series in a box set, it looks like, for 60 bucks. I hope it's real. I need to do more research to make sure it's real because this is like super out of print of a show. I have a friend of the mind you, I don't have that many voiceover friends. A lot of these are just the same couple or same few. So it's a Vancouver dub. I have a lot of friends in Vancouver, so just FYI. This is another one that Kaio-chan sent me. Pray Tier, trying to get me into Magical Girl anime. It didn't work. I love you, Kaio-chan, but I think I'm gonna get rid of this one again. Here's another Indigo League box set. Tokyo Underground, I've got a couple friends in this dub. The one that passed away is in this, which is the reason I actually got it. And then one that I've had for a very long time, I talked about him earlier actually, is also in this show. He's still alive, as far as I know. We haven't talked in a minute, but you know. Yeah. Samurai Deeper Kyo. I do not have a friend in this dub. Have I met anybody? Yes, I met this one. I did meet Wayne Grayson once. I love Samurai Deeper Kyo. I'm gonna keep it. Again, this one came from high school, so that one I can keep without it being too much of an ES shield. So last Christmas, I broke my Endless Waltz Blu-ray jewel case, so that makes me sad. I'm gonna keep this. I broke it because I didn't realize it was there, and I tossed what I didn't think would break it anyway, something on top of it, and it just crushed it. So, here's the rest of Unicorn. Here is my extras for Gundam Wing. And then I have 2 seasons right here of Yu Yu Hakusho. Even though this one came from high school, this one's still hard for me because this one's part of the trauma. Okay. I have Zammed. This is another one that Dylan sent to me a long time ago, and I did actually start watching this one at one point, but then I had a panic attack and I stopped. Because trauma. Here's the whole series of Fafner. Love this show. This I'm gonna keep forever because I love this show so much. Here's Dakoita. I have a friend in this dub. Just seems to be the same thing over and over again. Good show. It's hilarious. It makes fun of the Tokusatsu franchise, which I love. Here's Digimon Tri. I don't have the whole thing, obviously, but here are my Digimon Tri movies that I do have. I need to finish collecting it and finish watching it. And then I have Death Note. I have a friend in this stuff. Again, it's pretty much the same, just few friends over and over again. Just FYI. Here's 0080. It's not one of the Gundams that I have a friend in. Oh, here's another G Gundam. I had 3 volumes of it. Here's 0083. So there's that. I'm gonna keep that one. Ooh, let's just go through this. These are all Gundams. Here's Gundam Wing, the 2 box sets of Gundam Wing. Here's Turn A Gundam, which I've never actually sat down to watch, which is sad because I've always been wanting to see Turn A Gundam. But one day I'll sit down and watch it. Here's F91. I always tell people if you ever want to get kind of a, ooh, I got something in my eye, probably dust. If you ever want to like sit down and not commit yourself to a whole Gundam series, this is a Gundam series basically abridged. It's a movie. If you ever wanted to know what a Gundam series is like, that's a very fast forward version. Here's Destiny. I have a couple friends with this stuff. Here's Gundam Seed. I have a friend in this one too. Okay, all of the Gundam ones, it's all the same friend. If you look at the dub casts of all of the ones that were dubbed in Vancouver, you'll figure out who I'm talking about. Because I talked about him earlier. I literally said his name earlier. Deal with it. Space Brothers. I watched this when it was new and was like airing legally somewhere. And I really liked it. Dylan got this for me. Haven't watched it. Trauma. This literally was happening during the trauma, so that's really tough. Soul Taker. The Soul Taker. It's a really messed up show. This I got into during the trauma as well, but this one I don't watch because it's messed up and it makes you need to take a shower after you're done watching it. Friend in the Dub. Here's my season 3 box of Inuyasha. It's signed by Scott McNeil. Oh, and Jillian Michaels. Shippo. Not the other Jillian Michaels. The good one, not the evil one. Okay, let's just grab the rest of my Inuyasha. Well, okay, not technically the rest, but the rest of the series. So here's season 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. This is actually why I bought anime recently. Actually, literally just earlier today. So I have season 1 of Shakugan no Shana. I do like Shakugan no Shana. This I watched before I was even in the anime community. And I like it. And the one thing I don't love is when they recast things. Technically I have a friend in this stuff, but not really. He's not a main character. But anyway, I hate recastings. But so seasons 2 and 3 were recast because Funimation likes to destroy my soul. But the other reason Funimation likes to destroy my soul is because this is literally the inside of the insert, because I hate the save editions. So I went online to see if they had ever released a new version that was not a save edition, so I could actually have one that looks nice on the shelf. And they did, so I bought it. And season 3. So I'm gonna get rid of this one. Bye. Season 1 wasn't available, so this season 1 I will keep, even though it technically won't match completely, because this one's gonna be thicker than the other two, but it'll be fine. At least it will look better on the shelf. Here's the complete series of Trigon. I don't have the movie. I've never seen the movie. I care not to watch the movie because Johnny Young Bosch is the only person who can play Vash, and Jeff Nimoy is the only person who can play Wolfwood. Actually, didn't Johnny go back and play Vash? But I know Jeff did not go back. I heard the story. Friend of the dog. May or may not be Jeff Nimoy. Okay. I mean, it shouldn't be a mystery that Jeff and I know each other. He was a guest at GeekCon one year, so. I mean, so was the Gundam one, Brad. Okay, there you go. If that saves you time. And then 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, because 3's in there already. Here's the rest of Samurai Deeper Kill. Oh my gosh, what's happening? The cat knocked over my remote. Why? Why do you hate me? Is there a reason you hate me? Okay. Anyway, you see her? There, right there. Yeah, the rest of Samurai Deeper Kill. Keeping it. Here are the other 2 Inuyasha movies. This should complete the Inuyasha collection. Last pile. The rest of Project Arms, which again I'm keeping until I can collect the whole box set thing. And then Ranma 1/2 volumes, well, sets 1 and 2. I love Ranma. Ranma is another one that I really don't attribute as anime very often because I watched it when I was a kid and I didn't know what anime was. I don't even think I understood that was done in Japan. Like by the time it got to Pokemon, I understood that was Japanese. But I didn't understand anime as a whole. But that's it. That's my whole anime collection, y'all. We did it. I'm getting rid of pretty much everything I thought I was going to get rid of. There might be a couple more that I might get rid of at some point. Like I said, the whole Project Arms, I might get rid of that just because of the fact that like, I can theoretically get the whole box set. I just need to do more research, make sure it's legitimate, because I've bought bootlegs off of Amazon before by accident. So, there we go. That is the whole anime collection. and what I'm getting rid of. So there we go. That wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Actually went a little bit quicker than I thought it was going to. Anyway. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and re-alphabetize this, clean off the shelf, just like I did with my movie collection last week, literally an hour ago, for me, and put everything back. If you guys want to see me go through my movies, you guys can click here. If you guys want to see every video that I've done in this series, you guys can click here. Click here to subscribe to my vlogging channel. Vlogs are coming back, I promise. Maybe by the time this video comes up, they'll already be back. I don't know. Click here to subscribe to my main channel. Click the bell for notifications on both of my channels so you don't miss any of my videos, and I'll see you all next week for going through my TV shows. Oh, this is so much, you guys. This is a lot of work every year, but I'm always glad to do it. It always feels really relaxing and just makes me feel better. And I've never gone through my anime, so this is a big step for me. Going through my anime is a huge step for me. Maybe I'm getting better. I mean, I've been in therapy for almost 2 years, so you'd think I'd be better. Anyway, all right, moving on. See you guys next week. Bye.